Previously on Big Brother 6.
Unfortunately, I have to evict you, Howie.
After Howie's eviction, Janelle was left alone to battle the Friendship Alliance.
It's just really sad to me that I'm the last one left in my alliance. It's 3 against 1, basically.
But at the head of household competition, Janelle turned the tables back in her favor.
Congratulations, Janelle. With 7 points, you are the new head of household.
Making every member of the friendship feel vulnerable.
It's either 2 of us at the end or her and 1 of us.
Now people are fighting to stay here, and so it might not be too pretty.
In hopes of fracturing the friendship, Janelle got closer to April.
If I put Maggie and Yvette up, you'd vote off Yvette, right?
Is that what you want me to do?
That's kind of what I was hoping for, yeah.
Yeah, I will.
And her plan began to work.
And she's up there talking all this time. She's probably gonna tell her something like, you gotta promise to vote out Yvette.
At the nomination ceremony, Janelle continued her plan.
I've nominated you, Yvette, and you, Maggie, for eviction.
Power veto this week is extremely important because whoever wins it is the deciding vote.
Who will win the power of veto? And will it be used to save Maggie or Yvette? And will the struggle for survival finally tear the Friendship Alliance apart? Find out tonight, live on Big Brother 6.
Good evening, I'm Julie Chen. Welcome to Big Brother 6. It's day 73 inside the Big Brother house, and 1 week from tonight, the winner of the $500,000 grand prize will be crowned. The final 4 house guests are in a fight for survival. Tonight is the last and most important veto competition. Who will win the Golden Power veto, and will it affect the nominations? Tonight, it will go from 4 to 3 as one more person walks out the door, and the battle for the last and most important HOH begins. But first, Janelle won head of household, ensuring her a spot in the final 3. She put Maggie and Yvette on the chopping block. But with only 4 people left in the game, the remaining house guests know the Golden Power veto could change everything.
I've nominated you, Yvette, and you, Maggie, for eviction. Yvette, you and I haven't gotten along that well, but even though you don't want to believe it, my reasons are purely strategic. And I really feel that you are a strong player and you don't give yourself enough credit. Maggie, strictly nothing personal against you. It's just business. With that said, the nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Thank you. I knew, and I've known, and I've been calling it out, that Maggie and I were gonna get nominated. And April's key was gonna be in the box.
You knew it. Yeah. No surprise. You think she thinks I'm a good player? Yeah, I do.
Somebody from the friendship will have to send somebody home this week. Now people are fighting to stay here, and things are probably gonna get ugly now.
I want you to fight for that veto, and I want you to take yourself off.
I'm sorry, guys.
You fault it.
I know, but I feel like crap.
You knew what was gonna happen. I've known it all along.
Maggie and I knew that Janelle would pick April. There's reality. A lot of people don't like to face reality, and I do.
That we all really have it on. We have got to fight for the power of veto.
The veto is extremely important. Without that veto, I bring home nothing.
I need to talk to April.
I find it funny that you and I have played this game the same way the whole entire time.
Right?
Whereas April repeatedly said, I don't care about the money. I'm not here for the money. I came here to make friends. There's nothing that I'm willing to do for $500,000. And all of a sudden, the closer you get, well, I've got to play this game. Well, I've got a game to play.
Earlier on in the day, Janelle called April upstairs.
You're like the only person I want to talk to, really. Okay. Do you want to talk to me upstairs?
Yeah. She took a good 40 minutes. I was worried.
And there were things that she was not going to do for $500,000, and one of them was play the game and talk to them. But April's a very good manipulator. April has played this game very well. In her weakness, she has played it very well.
A lot of what I do with Yvette and April is not agree or disagree, but stay indifferent. Just be a listener.
You know I'm going to take you, you know that, and you know Yvette will take you. All you need to do is honestly, and this sounds so stupid to even say it, is not win the veto. So just let Yvette and I fight it out.
Would you do that if you were in my position?
If they told me they would take me, absolutely. Honey, you go to the bathroom.
She doesn't want me to fight for it. She says she wants it to be a fair fight between the two of you. Her and Janelle are going to be fighting for the same thing, to keep it as is. And I'm just going to be fighting for myself.
I've got 2 against 1 then, if Maggie's not fighting for the veto. How is this fair and square?
I don't got that. She says that she knows that she would bring me. She said she would bring you. That's what she said. That's not cool. Well, you told me you would take me, but I haven't been telling you that now.
Someone from the friendship is gonna have to evict someone else from the friendship. I don't have anyone to protect me anymore. I have to fight for myself. That's it. That's my only guarantee.
My security is winning the veto.
With the $500,000 grand prize at stake, the Friendship Alliance is cracking. The jurors find themselves divided as well. Jennifer and Beau are on one side, Rachel and James are on the other. Will the arrival of Howie make things better or worse?
The jury house in the last few days has been just like the Big Brother house. As soon as James and Beau got here, it was like a division.
Beau doesn't do wilderness, but it's been very peaceful, which I like.
Oh my God, I was really nervous before the last evictee walked up. Could have been anybody. I was dreading the thought of it possibly being Howie.
I have mixed feelings about who's going to come next. Obviously would want to have one of my friends here like Maggie, April, Yvette, or even Howie, but then that means they're also not going to be in the final 2.
Dumbass! Thanks for those underwears, James. They really did me good in the veto. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
Jennifer needs to keep her skanky little grubby hands off of Howie. If she doesn't, I'm going to throw her in the pond.
Show me the place. Where's the place? How do we get here? This way?
Well, the barn's there.
I was just happy. They all smelled good, looked good, and I was just caught up in the moment there, and, looking around at these mountains and trees, and it was like walking in my banishment.
Here's to no more pepperoni pizzas, no more ice cream sundaes. Having a good summer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the footage. I don't want to see it.
In the HOH competition, Playing It Straight, what was the total amount of points scored for all the house guests combined?
Yvette knows the answer to this one.
Answers, please.
Maggie even think about it, or does she throw the game?
She was throwing the game.
The correct answer is 47. Congratulations, Yvette. You are the new head of household.
Oh my God! The fact that Yvette won HOH, I almost fell off the cushion.
I can't believe Maggie did that to her. That's
cares?
Because
she never got it, that's why.
Know, but still.
Have a life.
I felt unfortunate for Yvette that she was running around the backyard, really excited, but I'm assuming that she was very disappointed when she saw that Maggie wrote down the 1, because it's saying that, Yvette, I have no faith in you.
I nominated Janelle and Howie. Janelle, I completely underestimated you when we started this game.
You mean how jealous you were of her?
There's definitely a little bit of conflict between everyone in the jury house. I think we're kind of getting on each other's nerves now.
Oh my God! Those faces that came up were hideous. We all make some ugly chicks.
Oh, shut up!
Ass whooper!
I have decided to use the power veto on myself.
Good job, Janelle. I'm not giving up. I'm still fighting for Janelle to win this. I'd rather throw myself on a pack of wolves and vote for one of the Girl Scout troop to win this thing.
Unfortunately, I have to evict you, Howie.
Beau was making some comments there, and even Jen. It was a diva fight all over again. It happened in the BB house. It happened in the backyard here by the lake with the frogs burping and chirping.
Who will be leaving the Big Brother house tonight? It all comes down to the final Golden Power of Veto competition. Will Maggie and Yvette remain on the block? Stay with us. Welcome back. Tonight is the final and most important veto competition of the season. Janelle, the current HOH, is safe from eviction. Winning the veto is critical for Maggie, Yvette, and April. It's the only way they can ensure their safety and a place with Janelle in the final three. Who will win the veto? Let's find out.
Okay, you guys, let's get ready to play our final veto competition.
So we walk outside, I see a huge table with faces on it, and then there's circles, and then there's like a buzzer, and there's 4 different spaces, 4 different colors.
It's time for the final veto competition. Let's play the missing link. Woo! We each have an identical chain of covered clues. When the game begins, pull off the covers of the game board. In order to answer each clue, you must place the face of the house guest on both sides. But beware, some clues have multiple answers. Therefore, you might have to rearrange some of the faces in order to complete the chain. Once you think you have correctly completed the chain, press your button. If any of the faces are incorrect, you will hear a buzzer and must change one or more of your answers. The first houses to complete their chain wins the final Golden Power of Veto.
Woo! I'm gonna give it my 100% that I have. All I can count on right now is the veto. And if I don't win, I'll be out the door.
I've got to win Power of Veto in order to stay in this game. The goal was to match a house guest's face or disc to the left or the right of the clue in the middle. But the problem was that you had to make sure that each person's face matched the clue in the middle and also matched the clue to the other side of that face. Sometimes there was more than one answer, and you had to make sure that each face corresponded with each next answer.
Right away, my strategy was to read them all and then try to put the faces together. So it says the first and last to release the button in the pressure cooker. Well, I know that's Bo and Jen. Next to that clue, on the left-hand side, it says, becomes HOH, then gets evicted. Well, I knew that was only Jen. So Jen had to go there, and Bo had to go on the other side.
I knew it was gonna be a little difficult because there could be some that had multiple answers. So I knew that you were gonna have to run your head through the game. It was like a missing link to a puzzle. So you had to make sure that the whole puzzle made sense.
I was having trouble with Kaysar's partner in the rectangle, and I knew it was Kaysar or Howie.
Howie was kind of confusing me too because Howie could have been on the panel and Howie was also in misspelling of the word. Oh, it was just a mess.
This was an easy game for me. Well, not easy. It was actually probably medium. Actually, it was more of an advanced game. You know, something that someone like April doesn't really excel at.
I did think it was a really hard game because it's like you link one together and then you're like, wait, but the next one doesn't link together. I hit the button like every 30 seconds. I was trying. I figured it would be more of a waste of a time to sit back and make sure all my answers were right than to just go up and hit the button.
I saw Maggie hitting the button several times, and I knew Janelle was going to be working this because Janelle is a BB fanatic. I know I had a bunch of them wrong, and I knew them. I just wasn't piecing them correctly.
I took Kaysar's head down and put Howie's up because he was on the panel with Sarah. Then I was like moving backwards in the game.
I think I got the Jennifer and Bo one right. It was the first and the last to release the button in the pressure cooker. I was happy for her. I was sad because, you know, I didn't win. And there's no guarantee in this game like yourself winning.
And the power veto goes to Yvette with the fastest time to completing the puzzle.
Thank you so much.
I got Michael and Eric wrong.
I got 2 wrong. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Final son of a bitch 3!
You got it right. She started screaming out, you know, I'm in the final 3, knowing that one of her friends would be going home because of that. I just thought it was really rude to handle it that way.
I said what's meant for you, no one's gonna ever take it away. I'm sorry if any of you are mad at me.
To be 110% honest with you, it did hurt my feelings, to be honest, like when you know, after you won it, you jumping up and yelling and stuff, because I mean, I wouldn't have done that, just because I know that we were all in such a strange predicament.
There is a way to handle winning with grace, and I definitely did not think that Yvette handled herself in the right way.
I knew that Janelle wanted me out from weeks ago. I am her #1 person that she can't stand. Knowing that I am the first candidate out the door here, and this was my only
I know,
hope.
you had to.
I just saved my ass out there, and you don't want me to be jumping up for joy?
No, it just, I mean, it was just like, I know if I would have won it, I would have been reserved. Yes, I would have, because I was going to try to respect everyone's feelings, because I knew that someone was going home. Would I jumped up and said final 3? No, because I knew that we were all in that same position, that any of us could have gone home.
I'm sorry, I'll give you girls here a long time.
Sucks. It's not even about the money, it's just sucks knowing that you're walking out that door. But she's always right, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Don't say you're sorry.
Well, if you do want to talk, I'm here to talk.
No, I know. I was just really caught off guard when she jumped up screaming.
I know. I was
saying
too.
final 3. I'm like, you know, I just thought we were all friends. And
I feel like
no one would act like that. Like, even when I won my power veto.
You were so sweet and stuff, yeah.
Like, it just sucked.
She should have made me composed a bit more, just for the sake of your feelings.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This is the only place I can get away.
Oh, you just, like, let it all out, you know what I mean?
I acted like I was very concerned for her. Yeah, it was strategy. Yeah, I'm trying to get a vote. Never hurts.
I would never handle it that way.
I didn't think she acted very appropriate.
No.
It was extremely rude.
I'm not going to give someone the money just because they feel like they need it.
Because they need it.
We all need it. We all deserve it. It doesn't matter.
I know.
Like, no one needs it more than the other, or vice versa.
Exactly.
I know that I've talked smack about Janelle, but I definitely think that I did not most likely give her the benefit of the doubt.
She's like, I'm gonna get the money from my mom. And I'm like, who's to say you're gonna win all the money? I'm like, honestly, Yvette, you gotta take things one step at a time. Unless she wins it all and picks me, if she does.
I'm sorry if she picked you. I mean, if she did that, I would give you the money.
Oh, God.
Yep. Yeah, April said she would vote for me if it was me and Yvette, so that just gives me all the more reason, I guess, to want Yvette in the end.
Do you want to talk to me?
I told you why my feelings are hurt.
You can't say you wouldn't have been excited.
Okay, Yvette, I want you to look at something. Okay, when I was HOH, when I won, did I run across the yard and scream and things like that? Absolutely not.
You don't know the feeling of your ass being on the line.
April's trying to make me feel bad. When your ass is on the line the way my ass was on the line, you get overcome with joy. You can't even control it.
I don't think that should make a difference. You have to think of other people's feelings as well. I mean, I think about I wanted to think.
When you tell Maggie, I don't want you fighting for the veto, I want Yvette and I to fight for it fair and square, just think about how that made me feel.
Coming up, Yvette has the power to change the course of the game. Will she use the Golden Power veto? And how will the Friendship Alliance react to Yvette's decision? Welcome back to Big Brother 6. After winning the veto, Yvette holds all the power. But Yvette's victory now puts the friendship's future in jeopardy.
The power of veto was one that I don't think anybody wanted. Other than to save themselves, the decision that came with it, I don't think anybody wanted the responsibility of it. I won that veto for my family.
Everyone to the living room for the veto ceremony. This is the veto ceremony. Maggie and I have been nominated for eviction. However, I hold the power to veto one of the nominations. Apparently, I've been very misunderstood in this game. This veto has just brought out an ugly side to several of us. Being that it's gonna hurt someone, that'd be a very strong reason not to use it. But that would mean that I'd put somebody before my family, and I can't do that. So, saying all that, I will use the veto to save myself. Janelle, since I have vetoed myself, and you are HOH, it is now your turn to nominate somebody else.
Okay. There's not a lot of choices here. April, I'm sorry. You are the only person that I can nominate. Okay. So have a seat. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This meeting is now adjourned.
I know Yvette came here to win the money for her family, so of course I knew, that she was going to take herself off, and of course the only other option to go up was me. So Maggie and I are now nominated for eviction.
We decided that whoever played this game and won was going to use it on themselves.
I don't think my family would ever forgive me if I didn't use it.
No.
I just started thinking about the game yesterday, and you're going to get so pissed off when I say this. You are. When you know you're leaving, you think, well, let me think of everything that I've done here and, what I'm ashamed of, what I'm happy about, all this kind of stuff. I wouldn't do a lot of the crap that I did in here. I wouldn't say a lot of the things I said, and I know you're going to get pissed and just get over it, but a lot of the decisions that I made in here or a lot of things that I did, I feel like I listened to you and did them because I know you're going to laugh.
I made you not like Janelle?
Can you listen to me?
That's why I told you, Maggie, this game's not worth it to me. This game means a lot more to April. She just told me right now that a lot of decisions that she has made in this game are because of things that I've told her.
I believe it.
We've all made decisions based on information that was gathered by all of us.
But apparently I'm the one that holds the bigger blame.
No.
I'm the one that holds the bigger blame.
But you were the person that I hung around with all the time. And there's a lot of things that I've done that I'm ashamed of that I don't think I would have done.
Had you not had the influence of me?
I do feel like that. I really do. Please don't take it mean. I'm an influential person.
How would you take that? How would you take that?
You just asked me what my feelings were.
Look, because how dare you tell me that it's my fault and I had influence on you and what you did in this game. Aren't you 31 years old? Don't you know how to make your own decisions, blaming it on me, saying that I had an influence?
You need to calm down.
No, she just had just as much as I did.
But you know what? You're always right, so I'm not even gonna.
No, but how dare you blame something on me? You're gonna say that I had an influence on how you felt about those people? Just
no,
because?
I'm not saying about those people. I'm not saying you won't ever listen to me, so you will never understand what I'm trying to tell you.
April, let me ask you a question. Had you gotten the veto yesterday, would this have been your epiphany? No, you would have said, you know what you would have said? Yvette, this game, it's just a game, Yvette. It's just a game. We said it, Yvette. Worst case scenario, Yvette, you're going to go home to Tush. It's okay. We all said that at this point, we're all playing for each other. You would have gone through all this that you're going through now.
I've been telling you for a long time that for the last several weeks, I have not enjoyed where I've been in the group.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't pretty much like hanging around me now
because all of a sudden about myself. No, I might not make you feel good.
You make me feel great about myself.
Okay,
you make me feel great about myself.
That's great. You don't have to hang around me anymore either. I don't want to. I think
you know what? I would never. But you know what? I would never sit here, and because you would have won the veto, I would have never sat here and told you, April. You know what? I feel this and this about you. I feel that you have been the reason why I've done a lot of things, and pretty much I haven't liked hanging around you for the last month. Because you know what? That is the good thing about me, that I'm truthful, and I would have never hung around you for a month. To promise, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't have hung around you for a month.
It's not that I don't like you,
Okay,
Yvette.
so you know how
It's
I
not
feel?
that I don't
I feel
like
last
you.
month you have just been hanging around me
No.
and not even like you. So I might as well have hung around Janelle. That's why I might as well have hung around. You should have been honest with me and told me, Yvette, I don't want to carry on the promise with you. And I would have respected you more as a person and not stand here and repeatedly take it for you.
It's not that I don't like you.
April, you want the veto, you could shove it up your ass.
Why can't I be honest? You can be honest with me.
I hate this.
Why can't I be honest, Maggie?
I think I made a lot of decisions based on what Yvette has told me to do. Yvette didn't like Janelle. Yvette didn't like Kaser. Yvette didn't, you know, it's like, yikes.
I am in shock that April wants to blame most of the stuff on me. It means so much to her. I hope the veto fits up her ass. I'm not gonna pretend to like you just for the sake of the game. So it really bothers me that April has pretended to be my friend. Quite frankly, at this point, the damage has been done, and April and I will not be friends outside of this house. That's why I thought it was the tackiest and worst name that you could ever call something, a friendship.
With the friendship turning on one another, Janelle has remained secure as this week's HOH. Let's talk with Janelle, who's alone in the head of household bedroom. Hello, Janelle.
Hi, Julie.
Now, your fellow housemates cannot hear you, so feel free to say whatever is on your mind.
Okay.
You have secured yourself a spot in the final three.
Yes, I have.
How have you made it this far?
Well, I've just tried to play the best game that I could. You know, just playing the best I could, trying to get to know the other house guests and strategizing myself throughout the game to move myself forward each week.
Did you do everything you set out to accomplish as HOH this week?
I definitely did cause a huge fight between April and Yvette, so yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that because they were all friendly before I was HOH, so they definitely, you know, there was a big fight.
Yeah, you said you wanted the friendship to turn on each other.
Yeah, and
so
it did.
What do you make of the fight between Yvette and April?
Well, April's very hurt. She's a very sensitive person, so she's, of course, very upset. And she said now when she goes back to the jury house, she's going to be talking to the other house guests about how Yvette has treated her. And so, yeah, I'm excited.
Now, Janelle, I'm going to say the name of a house guest, and I want you to say the first word that comes to mind.
Sure. All right.
Maggie.
Quiet.
Yvette.
Loud.
April.
Talkative.
Thank you, Janelle. And you can head back downstairs to the living room.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. Coming up, tonight's live eviction, Yvette has a very important decision to make. Who will she vote out of the Big Brother house? In just a few moments, Maggie or April will be evicted. As current HOH, Janelle cannot vote. The power to evict rests solely in the hands of Yvette. Who will be leaving the Big Brother house? Maggie, the emergency room nurse from Las Vegas, or April, the pharmaceutical sales rep from Dallas? Let's go back to the living room for Yvette's decision. Hello, house guest.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Yvette, you will cast the lone vote to evict tonight. Right now, I'm going to ask each of the nominees to state her case as to why she should remain in the house. Maggie, you're up first.
Well, Julie, to be honest, there's not a real good reason for one of us to stay over the other. All four of us women have been fighting in this game, and we have all been playing the game very different ways, but very amazing. These women are huge competitors. They're strong, they're brilliant, and it's totally an honor to be in the Final Four. So I would love to stay, but I have to say that everyone in here is just an incredible person.
Thank you, Maggie. April, what would you like to say?
Thanks, Julie. I am so happy to be where I'm at, and especially with, I know that she's on the chopping block with me, but I'm so happy to be holding Maggie's hand here. And I would never in 1 million years say anything. I would never campaign against her. So I am so fortunate to be here. I am happy that we have enjoyed our week, and good luck to all of you guys. And I'm just really excited for this all to be over.
Thank you, April. Yvette, It is now time to cast your vote. Just a reminder, the evicted house guest will have 1 minute to say goodbye, gather their belongings, and walk out the front door. Yvette, please stand and cast your vote to evict now.
I can't watch either one of you leave without telling you guys how much I love the two of you and how grateful I am to be where I'm at because each one of you has played a part in where I'm at. Eric showed me great leadership. Jennifer showed me that great things come in small packages. Bo taught me faith. You've been an amazing backbone, and weak was just overrated. I wish this position on not even my worst enemy.
We know.
And
We know. We understand.
I can't believe I'm gonna do this, and I never pictured myself doing it. But April, I have to evict you, and I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry I have to evict you.
April, it's official.
It's okay.
You have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
It's so okay.
Oh, April.
You know that I love you.
No kind, remember? Happy. I'm not talking I'm talking to myself.
I love y'all. Thank you. Bye, Pepperoni. Wherever you are. Where is he?
Pone.
I think
There he
they
is.
took him out. Oh, okay.
I love you,
Promise,
April.
guys. I love y'all so
Bye,
much.
you look
This had to
beautiful.
happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll tell everyone
for
y'all said
everything.
hello.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you.
Please do not feel bad. Please don't.
I love you for everything.
You're so
Say it for us.
Good luck.
Say it for
Say
us.
it.
Say
Okay.
it. We love you.
Okay.
I
Thank you
love
for
y'all.
everything.
Good luck. I'll see you
Love
in
you,
6
April.
days. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for everything, April.
You're so welcome. Y'all, hang on, hang on, hang on there.
I'm alive. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Put your bag down. Come on up. Yes. How are you?
Just fine.
Please. Beautiful. Oh, so do you. Have a seat.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm sad. I love her.
April, you, Yvette, and Maggie were so close in the house, and you all knew when Janelle won HOH that one of you would be going. Do you think Yvette's decision tonight was personal or strategic?
You know what? I think it was probably a combo of both. But I'm not going to hold it. I'm not going to hold it against her. I think it strategically, her and Maggie were better friends and are a little bit tighter, I guess. And also Eric was involved with that. Yvette and Eric, were awesome friends in the beginning. And
personally?
Personally, Yvette and I, we butted heads quite often. I didn't feel like I could do right by her a lot of times. But I'm not going to hold that against her. This is a game. And I think I took, looking back and reminiscing from the beginning to now, I just think that I took a lot of things too seriously, and I should have just had so much more fun. I had a lot of fun, but I'm just happy to be here.
Do you feel betrayed at all?
No, I don't. I really don't. Unless you're in that kind of environment, you will never understand emotionally what people go through. And I feel that I'm blaming everything on the house and nothing on any of the other people in there.
What did you think of her speech just now as she evicted you?
You know what? It was the sweetest thing ever. I told her before I walked out, I've kind of tried to stay out of her path the last few days because I know her feelings were hurt. And I told her, I'm really sorry. And she hurt mine as well. But I told her that I loved her and to hang in there. And I really hope, for the best, for all three of them. They're all wonderful people.
You and Yvette exchanged some pretty harsh words this week. Do you really feel that she was responsible for influencing you in your actions?
You know what? Yvette is a very vocal person, which that is what makes Yvette Yvette. And I don't want to, I would never blame my actions on someone else, but I definitely think by hanging around some stuff and listening to some things over and over and over, I did kind of pick up on them and probably did some things that I normally wouldn't do, but I have to take responsibility for that.
Okay.
And I'm not going to blame it on her.
Well, in the event that you were the one voted out tonight, your housemates taped some goodbye messages.
Okay.
Let's listen.
April, if you're getting this, obviously you've been evicted. And I wish it wasn't you to leave because I really do enjoy your company. I think you're really funny. And I know that in the middle, somewhere in the game, we kind of lost touch, but I'm glad that I've been talking to you the last few days because I really missed you. And I'm gonna be sad.
I'm sorry I brought out the worst in you. I'm sorry I made you do things which I'm still very confused about in this game that you normally wouldn't do.
April, I know we said that we weren't going to be sad anymore and that all the laughter is what matters in this house and all the good times that we've had is what matters in this house. But I want you to know how much you mean to me. The first day we came in here, I told you I fell in love with you. That has never changed. It means the world to me to have played a game like this with someone like you.
Final thoughts?
So cute. I love them all, and I'm rooting for I think they all
Who are you
should-
rooting for?
Well, I think they all deserve it because being in this environment for that long, everyone deserves the money, I feel.
You know what? We'll see you back here a week from tonight when you'll help
Okay,
crown the winner.
Yes, this is my first time to be on the jury.
That's
on
right.
a jury. Thank you so much.
Thanks, April.
Thanks.
And I'll talk more with April tomorrow morning on The Early Show on CBS. And if you have a question for April, you can talk with her tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on House Calls, the Big Brother talk show at CBS.com. Coming up, the battle for the final head of household begins. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tonight we begin part 1 of the final head of household competition. Unlike past HOH competitions, the outgoing head of household will be allowed to compete. Let's get the final HOH competition started. Hello again, everyone.
Hi, Julie.
I would now like all of you to head out to the backyard.
Okay.
What the hell is that? Oh, the key, you guys. Can you grab it from me? I'll grab it.
I don't know where it is.
Tonight is only the beginning of an intense 3-part battle for the final head of household. This HOH is guaranteed a spot in the final 2.
Right up here.
Oh, yeah.
House guests, the power is up for grabs. Janelle, even though you are the outgoing head of household, you are still eligible to compete. Tonight's game is called The Key to Being Safe. Here's how it works. Before you is a safe. Hanging above are keys with each of your names. The 3 of you will balance on the raised rim of the large combination dial while holding on to your individual key. The goal is to balance on the raised rim of the dial and not let go of your key. If you step off or let go of your key, you will be eliminated. The house guest who can maintain her balance and hang onto her key the longest will win the first part of this 3-part head of household competition. Does everyone understand the rules?
Yeah, I don't have my gloves. Forgot mine.
House guests,
Yes.
please step onto the safe. Please grab hold of your key.
With 2 hands or 1?
Whatever you like, Yvette. And take your place on the combination dial. Is everyone ready?
Is this it?
Are you ready?
I can barely reach.
She can't reach. Wait, pull the key
Maggie, you have to pull it away from the
Like
pole.
this, stand up.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
There you go. You got taller.
Thank you.
Julie, can I hold on with 2 hands and then 1 and then 2 and then 1?
Yes, you can, but you
Okay.
must always hold on with at least 1, Yvette.
Okay.
If you want to hold on with 2, go right ahead.
Thank
All
you.
right, is everyone ready?
Yes.
The game begins now. Now remember, whoever wins this round will automatically advance to the final round. The remaining 2 house guests will battle it out in round 2, with that winner advancing to the final round as well. The last round of this competition will play out on a special live show this Friday. Remember, house guests, do not let go of your key.
Hi, guys. Hey. How you doing?
Boy, oh boy, huh?
Yeah.
The final 3 have a long night ahead of them, and Janelle, Yvette, and Maggie are about to go for a little spin. Stay with us. Big Brother 6 will not be seen this Thursday, but I'll be back for a special live eviction episode on Friday at 8. Find out which house guest will become the last and most powerful head of household. This person will decide who will be evicted and who to take to the final 2, where they will go head-to-head for the grand prize. Join me 1 week from tonight at 9 for the season finale of Big Brother. The jury of 7 will cast their votes live, and the winner will be crowned. Who will be going home $500,000 richer? In the meantime, let's return to the backyard and see how the house guests are doing. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Julie.
As you know, this is a summer of secrets, and anything can happen. The winner of round 1 will not only advance to round 3, but will receive the combination to the 3rd and final safe in the gold room. But to get things started, we're going to put a whole new spin on the game.
Okay.
Good luck, house guests. Stay tuned as the last 4 rockers battle it out on an all-new Rockstar in Excess. For now, we leave you as the final 3 house guests compete for head of household. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.